Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Monday, October 25th. And this local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow you. Local health officials say COVID-19 stats continue to move in the right direction. John Arking reports.
Speaking on Friday, Flagler County Health Officer Bob Snyder said that the COVID rates continue to trend down.
We averaged 10 cases per day last week. It's now 7.5, 6 in the hospital yesterday with COVID. Remember, 8 weeks ago it was about 100 patients, and so making great progress. Positivity rate is less than 5% at 3%, and 72,575 people in our community have gotten at least one dose.
Meanwhile, Medical Director Dr. Stephen Bickle says for those thinking about getting a booster, there are many options to choose from.
They're allowing people to decide if they want to mix and match. So if you got a J&J and you want to get a Moderna, you can do it. And there are studies showing that the antibody levels are higher after a Moderna or Pfizer after you've had J&J, so a number of people probably want to do that. They're kind of opening that up. So basically it's pretty simple. Boosters are available. Moderna and Pfizer, the same criteria. J&J a little different, but easier.
From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arkin.
As the county's COVID-19 picture improves, so does Flagler's economy. Karen Johnson has more.
The economic outlook for Flagler County since the pandemic is on the right track. Greg Blase, President and CEO of the Palm Coast Flagler Regional Chamber of Commerce.
Really, that was the gauge that the chamber used to measure when will we be back to even, is having the same number of jobs that we had prior to the pandemic. And so finally, with this unemployment report, Flagler County creates 304 jobs, and we are now fully recovered job-wise from the pandemic. So an exciting announcement. Also, the unemployment rate declined to 4.4%. In February of 2020, it was 4.5%. So now we actually see how long it took us to recover from the pandemic.
In addition, Blase says 326 fewer Flagler County residents are receiving unemployment benefits. And the great news also has the chamber doubling down on helping employers grow jobs and strengthen businesses. Recently, the chamber announced an expanded partnership with Career Source Flagler Volusia to provide a 3-phase small business program available to Flagler County businesses at no cost. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Flagler County Sheriff's deputies arrest a wanted child molester. Deputies were conducting a routine patrol Thursday when they spotted a vehicle registered to a man wanted out of Putnam County. They pulled him over on State Road 100 at Seminole Woods Boulevard. Let's take a listen to the arrest.
Hey, what's going on?
Well, I was on my way to work.
All right, what's your name, partner?
Derek.
Derek what?
Davis.
Derek, step out of the car, man. Secure crew, John. Got a warrant, partner.
I do?
Yeah.
Derek Davis Jr. was arrested on several charges of lewd and lascivious molestation of a minor 12 or younger, as well as capital sexual battery of a child. He's pending extradition to Putnam County. More than a dozen Palm Coast residents graduated recently from the city's 50th Citizens Academy. Amy Cherry has details.
The comprehensive and free month-long program educates citizens on their government as they visit city departments, including Parks and Rec, Financial Services, Community Development, Public Works, and the Fire Department. Councilman Victor Barbosa.
It's very important to see all the parts, the moving parts of the city. Thank everybody that joined them in this. Hope you go home and tell everybody how all these parts that move.
Mayor David Alphen asked these citizens to become ambassadors for their city and the Citizens Academy.
And it was really kind of heartwarming to know that people from our city were stepping forward to offer, again, their expertise, their excitement, and their motivation to these fine members of the community who have stepped forward. Good governance starts with each of you.
Vice Mayor Eddie Branquinho, who is not running for re-election, urged the 13 graduates to get more involved.
Now you know about this city just as much as I do. So please, and if you want to become politically involved, that's what we need. You got the background, which I didn't when I came here.
From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
Being a firefighter is more than holding a hose to help put out a fire.
That's why there's a firefighter training at Flagler Palm Coast High School, and the man who leads that training is Gil Aspinwall. He's the Flagler County Fire Rescue Training Officer. He says that while there are some 30 programs in the state that teach some form of rescue training, FPC's is a step ahead.
Here at FPC, however, we are the only high school in the state right now authorized to do the program that we're doing. So we're the test pilot, if you will. And we run an actual full-on minimum standards. And what that means is it's the same program if you went to Daytona State College, you went to the Florida State Fire College. These kids are getting the same education there.
Aspinwall was on the Flagler Voice recently and said that there's a big difference, though. The education at FPC is free. The Flagler Voice is on Saturday mornings at 8:30 here on WNZF. The podcast is on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, see what 4 years of high school could get you. From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.